Hi, AussieDoodle fans, particularly fans of Miko, Finn, Sweet Pea, Brooklyn, Boomer, Gracie, and Reese. We're gonna have some solid food today, and you guys get to watch how they like it. I have a plate of kibble, Origin puppy kibble, and I have a plate of Steve's raw. And they're going to see what they think of it after they walk through it. So, they got a little mixture here. They have some Origin kibble that I soaked for 12 hours there on the right, and some Steve's pork on the left there. That's what I've been giving Glimmer. Just a mixture of both, and Glimmer's just been thriving on it. She doesn't look a bit thin at all. She is full of stamina, and she eats a lot. So the Steve's Real Food is this one here. Anybody can see that. That's one of the better ones, I think. There's plenty of raw out there, some good, some not so good. So I thought I'd give you a little nutrition lesson of what I've learned about dog food. As you can see, it looks like they like the raw better. they're gravitating to the raw. Boy, they're loving that. So they're all between 3.5 to 4.5 pounds now, so they're doing really well. Glimmer's starting to run away from them a little bit because I think they're biting her. They have teeth. And so now it's time to give them some solid foods that they don't have to rely on Mom, and especially when Mom runs away, because they bite her and she's yipes and she's out of here. So this is a really good substitute and a growth factor for sure. So little nutrition lesson maybe is, so studies show that the dogs can only tolerate 10% starch, which is like fruits and vegetables and grains. And since most kibble has 40 to 50% starch, I give them a high quality raw frozen, and then I thaw it out. It's typically 80 to 90% meat, bones, and fat. So this is really good to kind of combine both of them, especially if people want to just feed kibble. You can do both, and there's a little explanation about kibble I want to talk about. Because of kibble's high heat, dry state, it takes like 12 to 16 hours for dogs to digest it, because they're carnivores and they have only a 6-hour digestive tract. So it's beneficial if you soak it. I soak it for 12 hours, and Tom's talked about this before, but it really helps it to rehydrate. And then it only takes them 9 hours to digest this if you soak it for 12 hours. But it's important to note, you can't soak all kibble. It's not safe to soak all kibble. There's ingredients in a lot of kibble that if you soak it, it'll grow a lot of mold. And there's pathogens and different things in there from byproducts. So never soak anything with corn gluten meal. Corn grows molds, and so does wheat and barley and other grains. So this is Origin, and it's just fine to soak. And I don't think they want the Origin very much. Steve's is good in the raw, and Answers and Aussie raw, and raw, dehydrated raw, like Honest Kitchen. Tom feeds that. That's good. But there's some good kibble out there that it's not quite as good as raw, but if you soak it, you can get more nutrients out of it, but not quite as much as the raw. And the raw is more expensive, but they'll get a lot more nutrients out of it. So I kind of do a mixture. So I have one dog that likes the Origin only, and I mostly feed raw and then a little bit of kibble and mixtures when they get bored with it. So you can see these guys are kind of happy with the Steves. They like that, and they're doing awesome. And we're gonna make this a little bit bigger, and then probably after next week, we'll do a video out in a little bigger space in our kitchen. So they are loving this. They were barking and barking before I came in. They were hungry. Now they're happy. Now they're checking out the Origin too. All right, AussieDoodle fans. I hope I showed you what they're eating well, and that they're doing great. And they're playing and biting each other playfully and trying to run and fall and just having a good old time. They're just being puppies, and they're growing, and they're just doing awesome. So we'll see you next week. Over and out.